An ABC 17 Storm Track weather alert day is in effect tonight and tomorrow. As I'm tracking 2 rounds of storms that'll impact different parts of mid-Missouri. First round is expected to move in tonight, likely after midnight, and start losing that severity within a couple of hours, but we'll still hold on to some storms through about mid to late morning. And as we get into the afternoon tomorrow, we'll have some quiet time for the atmosphere to recharge, going to get warm and humid again before we see that second round starting to move in, especially for areas south of Highway 50, developing after 4 p.m. and moving out of our viewing area by around 9 o'clock tomorrow night. First round mainly going to be tracking the threat for some heavy rain and strong winds. Second round will bring all threats, but the storms will be a little bit more isolated. So we're going to be watching both of those rounds closely as we're starting to see some of that development already tonight along a warm front to our north. Strong to severe storms have been going off across parts of Iowa and Illinois quite a bit this afternoon. So we're tracking those. So far things are quiet across mid-Missouri, but those storms are expected to move in late tonight. So here's what the latest future track looks like. 10 o'clock, just about all of us still quiet at that time. We are still in the 70s, so it's warm and humid. Here's 1 a.m. The edge of those storms start to move in from areas just north of Macon to Brunswick and continuing to slide to the southeast overnight. Notice how they lose some of that severity. So the severe threat is generally going to be along and north of Highway 24 into this evening and tomorrow morning. Once we get past about 3-4 a.m., not expecting much of a severe threat, but we'll still have the possibility of seeing some isolated strong winds up to around 40 to 50 miles per hour, and we'll likely have some heavier rain too for the morning commute. As we get into the latter part of the morning, here's 9 a.m. Most of the storms start to dissipate and work their way out. Temperatures recover back into the mid 80s, so that will allow more instability for afternoon storms to get going. We could see some of those storms starting to pop up south of Highway 50, likely after about 4 or 5 o'clock, and some of those will bring the possibility of strong winds, hail up to quarter size, and possibly even an isolated tornado. They don't last for too long. By tomorrow night around 9 o'clock or so, severe clear across mid-Missouri, and we are left with drier weather heading into Tuesday morning. Here's the breakdown for tonight. Main concern would be damaging winds north of I-70 after midnight. That's our level 2 risk. Not expecting flooding or tornadoes tonight, but we'll still have the possibility of even seeing some small hail in a couple of those initial storms. Tomorrow, the severe weather threat is farther south. Here in the yellow, that's a level 2 out of 5 severe risk. That includes areas along and south of I-70. Right now, it looks like the best chance for that development likely south of Jefferson City and near the Lake of the Ozarks, getting into late afternoon and into early evening. Best thing to have overnight is a NOAA weather radio to get those alerts. Also, download the ABC 17 Storm Track weather app. You can get those real-time alerts as soon as they are issued for your location right to your phone. Now, as we get into the next few days, we're going to be in kind of a summer-like pattern. We're going to see temperatures staying in the 80s every day. We'll have a chance of off and on showers and thunderstorms starting to ramp up a little bit more towards the end of the week, but any severe threat is highest between tonight and tomorrow. Not expecting much of that later in the week, but temperatures do look like they're going to hold on and stay above average over the next 6 to 10 days. That would take us past the middle of this month, and you'll see on my 7-day forecast, we are definitely going to stay warm and humid each day, getting up into the 80s for highs. We're going to see lows at night in the 60s. Best chance for strong storms will be tonight and into tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll have chances for scattered showers and storms every day this week through the weekend.